Hi, in this session I want to talk about accidents. From my world, accidents never happen. When an accident happens, no matter what it is, cutting your finger, slamming your hands in the car, stubbing your toe, being in an automobile accident, whatever the case may be, the reason for it occurring is that it is your mind talking to you. It says, you missed this, you missed that, you didn't pay attention to your dreams, I've given you other symbols. Now let's make it more personal so maybe you'll take a look at what's going on. Remember that everything is made of energy. Everything. There isn't a thing you can think of that isn't composed of energy, that doesn't have atoms floating around, even in the air. And your mind, being an electromagnetic generator, is either going to attract to you those things that you need to help you move forward, those things that you need to help you understand where you are and what you're going through. In the same regard, you may be repelling things that you need. Why? Because you may have a pattern of denial. And so you deny yourself this and that because, if you had them, then you couldn't be in denial. Okay? All patterns of behavior, I know you've heard me say this 100 times, and from my point of view, it's worth repeating because I don't know what you've listened to of mine, I don't know what you've read, and I can tell you from a marketing point of view, they say you need to hear something 28 times before it begins to sink in. So there it is. So I'm always repeating some of these certain fundamental facts so that you can begin to really appreciate how your mind works, how reality works, and how you're co-creating your reality based on your expectations, which is the end results of your patterns, which are based on your concepts. Your subconscious concepts are co-creating this reality that you're experiencing. Okay? So accidents, no matter what they are occurring because it's your mind's way of communicating with you. Now, you could say, well, hey, I'm driving down the street and a car comes and hits me. How is it my fault? Well, fault is not the issue. There's no such thing as a fault. Period. Let's go there. Because whatever happened, you drew that car to you. I know that's another hard one to accept. But the reality is, let's backtrack. Had you left the house 5 minutes earlier, 5 minutes later, that occurrence may never have happened. So, because even though life appears to be chaotic, there is an unheard symphony that is occurring. You and that driver had to meet in that way because for both of you, it was a symbolic communication. For you, depending upon whether you got hit on your right side or your left side, will tell you that there is an energy coming to stop you from moving forward. Something is going to attack your vehicle of expression. For the driver from the other car, it's telling them that there is a movement that is going to stop them from moving forward in their life. Wherever it is they were heading, whatever it is they were thinking about it, has now come to an abrupt stop. And because it came to a stop, there's no telling, they may have missed a fabulous opportunity down the road where they were headed. Could have brought them $1 million, but because they're into a concept of not only denial but also depletion, because now they've got to repair the car. That, like all auto insurance, they may have a $500 deductible. That's $500 out of their pocket. It's a missed opportunity because they couldn't get to where they were headed on time. Who knows? They could have lost their job. There's really no telling. But what's important is for both parties in that exchange to really understand what was going on, what they're going through, and to look at it from a symbolic point of view. If it's the right side, it deals with faith in self. There's something that they're going through, and I'm talking about if it's your vehicle, okay? if they're going through something where they may not feel comfortable, they may not feel they have the faith in themselves to handle the situation. If it happens on the left side of the car, then obviously, well, not to you, but to me, that there's something materially going on, something that's going to cost them a lot of money. And again, it could also be for them a missed opportunity, the same as it was for the driver. But in this case, it wasn't, well, yeah, their forward movement was also stopped, but it wasn't a direct block, so to speak. It was something coming out of the past as well, because that's what the left side represents. Material considerations and the past. That's why things that happen to you in your body on the left side deal with material reality and the past. The right side, which is the future and your intuition. Okay? So there are some things to think about. And it's no accident that you're listening to these tapes of mine. Obviously, from a different point of view, you're a seeker. And you're here because you're trying to get a greater handle on life. You're trying to grow yourself into being a healthier, happier, better human being and manifesting more of your spiritual self. So, on that, keep listening. Check out all the work that I do. Go to CUTAteachings.org. All of my books are free. They're all about helping you grow into a healthier person. And check out my nutritional supplements at michaelshealth.com. If you have any kind of health concerns, I'm sure I have a product for you. And if you want to discuss anything with me, you can always reach me here. I do answer my mail. Anyway, thanks for driving up, stopping by, accident free, and take care of yourself. And be careful out there. There's a lot of crazies. Anyway, God bless and be well.